Mommy, is Daddy ever coming back?
I don't know, honey. Maybe someday when he's ready. But don't you worry, Mommy always comes back. I'll be home before you even wake up.
Contrast is a game concerned with intangible ideas, the substance of a shadow, and the makeup of a child's broken heart. As a mysterious figure named Dawn, you aid a young girl named Dee Dee in her efforts to prevent her family from falling apart. You don't exist fully in Dee Dee's world. Rather, she is the only person you can see and who can see you. Everyone else appears as mere shadows projected on the wall, and you yourself have the ability to shift between a corporeal, three-dimensional existence and a silhouetted, two-dimensional one. Contrast conjures up a captivating and surreal mid-20th century European atmosphere of jazz clubs and cabaret singers, and its use of shadows is sometimes striking. But Contrast puzzles and platforming rarely call for you to do more than just go through the motions, and far too often, awkward physics shatter the elegant ambiance of its world. Dee Dee's parents are on the rocks, and as you follow the intrepid youngster through town on her quest to keep her family together, the story of their troubled romance plays out in shadow vignettes. Noir-flavored dialogue gives the interactions of the troubled lovers a smoky edge, and at times, you feel like you're in the midst of an intoxicating Casablanca-esque love story. And indeed, the game makes a few explicit references to that classic film.
Maybe I'm no good without my family. Maybe I need my family to make good.
Johnny.
Yeah! Daddy needs us!
If this is another train wreck, it's not just gonna be you and the train this time.
I'm not gonna let it wreck this time. I promise.
I've missed you so much.
Yay! Daddy's coming home!
But these enticing glimpses of a rocky relationship between two strong-willed people aren't just for show. As the characters' large shadows play out their parts in these scenes, you can shift into a shadow yourself, leaping on their outstretched arms or their shoulders, and using their movements to help you reach places you otherwise couldn't. You can also shift into shadow form and leap onto just about any shadow on any wall, and a few basic puzzles require you to manipulate light sources so that objects cast shadows that you can use to your advantage. And in one elaborate and especially enjoyable sequence, you fill in for a princess puppet in a story about a brave knight-rescuing princess that Dee Dee's father cooks up to entertain his daughter.
So what do you think she did?
I know!
What?
She used an umbrella!
What?
Like that nanny in that movie.
This is the Middle Ages, honey. Where would she get an umbrella?
I don't know, but that's what she used.
I don't think I have an umbrella.
Well, you better find one, because she used an umbrella.
The imagery and dialogue of these shadow vignettes make Contrast a distinctive and intermittently seductive experience. As you progress through the game, you earn a few new abilities that you must put to use to advance, including a dash move that lets you pass through thin shadows, and the ability to pick up boxes or spheres and shift them into shadow form as well. This latter ability factors into the occasional puzzle that offers a satisfying aha moment as the pieces fall into place and you realize what you need to do to get the box to its destination. But for the most part, what you need to do is plain as day, and once the pleasure of being in Contrast's world has worn off, the act of carrying boxes around and pushing switches to make machinery do its thing becomes routine. The ability to shift objects in and out of shadow form also leads to frustration, as it's extremely common for Dawn to become stuck in the environment when snapping out of shadow form with an item in her hands. You can usually get Dawn unstuck by leaping or dashing or just wobbling around for a bit, but the prevalence of this problem pulls you out of the mood Contrast's atmosphere and story strive to foster. There are collectibles throughout Contrast that shed a bit of light on the narrative, but the ultimate explanation of Dawn's existence is cursory and unrewarding. And despite a few strong moments, the game more often flounders in its efforts to mix substance and shadow into an enjoyable cocktail. The alchemy of Contrast doesn't quite pay off, and in the end, the game feels as insubstantial as the shadows that populate its world.
Anybody?
I hate you!
Jesus, Cal, what are you doing? Oh, well, that hurts.
No, don't die, Johnny.
Take care of Dee Dee, okay? Tell her that I love her.